design almost reminds me a little bit of an Apple tablet or something, just with the boxiness a little bit. In this video, I'll be doing a first impressions and unboxing of the reMarkable 3 tablet, or in this case, what they're calling the reMarkable Paper Pro. It's been essentially 4 years since their release of the reMarkable 2 that I did end up picking up and purchasing for my work case use cases. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the video and see what all comes inside the box. So let's see. Sweet. Now this is the bundle that comes with the included folio as well as the marker. So we'll take a look at both of those items as well. All right. On top is the Paper Pro folio itself. The Paper Pro tablet itself. And then on the bottom is the book folio that you get if you purchase this bundle. So that's all that comes in the box. Nothing's under there. So go ahead and toss it. First thing first, I'll go ahead and unbox the reMarkable Paper 2 tablet. Okay, so I opened that up wrong, apparently. So, all right. Inside, you're greeted with the tablet itself. Sweet. Lift up here. Wow. Yeah. This thing still feels light. I want to say it even feels a little lighter than the previous version, but I'll set that off to the side for the time being. Inside, you also get a USB-C charging cable, it looks like. So USB-C to USB-C, branded with reMarkable. That's pretty cool. So I'll set that right here. And this is essentially just, their thank you note, welcoming you to the reMarkable community, some guides, quick start guide, and so forth. And then lastly, just some instructions. Feel free to read that if you end up picking this up. So that's all that comes in the reMarkable tablet case itself if you were just purchasing the reMarkable Paper Pro. But let's go ahead and take a look at this Marker Plus. All right, so I slide this out of here. I can see that over here I have the tips. I wonder how many tips they give you. Ooh, comes in this nice little case, sleek and sweet. So it looks like you have about 6 tips that you can access here that I'm not entirely sure how you get them out, but we'll save that for a later point in time. All right, and looks like you get a quick start guide and some instructions for this pen. So nice. And then you get the pen itself. This does feel really good, but again, the last pen felt really good. But I'm a little curious if this is a little sleeker than the previous reMarkable 2 pen, because this feels even more like a pencil. Interesting. You know what? Let's see. So it looks like it's been refined just a little bit from the previous version, but yeah, it's a little thinner. It's a little thinner, and I'd say that's preferred. It looks a little bit different at the top, but again, likely functions the same. And then it looks like the tip is a bit bigger than the tips that previously came on the previous model here. So yeah, the Marker Plus, and this is the previous reMarkable 2 tablet. So nice. What I'll go ahead and do at this point is I'll take a look at the folio that comes in this bundle as well. All right, so sweet. This is the Fabric Folio edition. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, did not know that that's how that looks. We'll get into that in just a second. Yep, and then you have the placeholder that comes inside the folio. This is where the magnets will clip in. So sweet. I'll move that to the side and I'll resume back to looking at the tablet itself. So if we take this out of the wrapping, ooh, that's a little premium. The first thing that I notice is the sides are a lot more defined in sort of like a box style sense. The design almost reminds me a little bit of an Apple tablet or something, just with the boxiness a little bit. Maybe even something like a Microsoft tablet or something, but I just found that a bit interesting. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think regarding this new design choice. But it also feels a little taller, so I'll have to compare that to the previous one. Matter of fact, because I have the previous one right here, you can actually look at that. Yeah, so it is a bit taller than the previous reMarkable tablet. You get some extra vertical room there, which would probably actually make that equivalent to a regular sheet of paper, in my opinion. But yeah, if we look at the sides, I take it back. So this one's actually lighter, the previous one. Of course, that added height and weight, added height and width, or actually the width is, the width is a little bigger as well. Not sure if you can see it from the front view, but this one sticks out by just a little bit. But yeah, I take it that that added height and width on the reMarkable 3 is what makes it heavier. But yeah, this one is also slimmer and lighter, the previous model. Well, that answered my question as to would the previous reMarkable 2 be able to fit in the reMarkable 3 case. Because of the height difference and the different dimensions, only obvious answer to that is no, sadly. But let's keep marching forward with this this interaction. So hold down the power button to get started. One of the cool things about this new model is the ability to write or draw in color, whereas the previous model was strictly black and white. So that should be interesting. Gives you a little bit of creativity to, you know, get creative with some diagrams or whatnot. All right, so go ahead and attach the marker to the side. Sweet. Okay, nice. When you attach the marker, you immediately get an indicator that the marker is charging. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, and it even tells you. Now that it's awake, keep it attached for the rest of the setup. All right, so I'll click next and it said, did you see that? Okay, all right, you have the ability to connect to a Wi-Fi. I'll skip. All right, and now you can go ahead and set up a passcode just to ensure the security of this device. I'll make this something simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and that is the recovery code in case you forget your passcodes. So you can take a picture of that on your model if you ever need it to recover from it. But you can choose, you know, if you're left-handed or right-handed. And I skipped something by accident, but no worries. An overview for touch and mark gestures, inspiration to improve your workflow, tool tips, features, and functions. So nice, you get the battery life indicator at here, up here, measured by a few bars, whether or not it's connected to the internet. So, ooh, I like how the pen felt when I tapped the screen. So if I go and open up a quick sheet, you get a similar layout, similar to before, where you have the option to say, you know, choose what type of pencil your tool you're writing with. I'll go with a mechanical or fine lighter in this case. I think this would be the mechanical pencil. And what's nice here is if I wanted to write in blue, I have that option. So is me writing in blue, and if I go back and I write in red, this is me writing in red. So boom, you get those colors. It takes a minute, it looks like, for it to catch up, because initially it does it in black and then it translates it to whatever color you're writing in. So I did notice that. So I'll probably need to update it in order to get the functionality from this pen in order to erase something, because currently it looks like the eraser out of the box isn't working in this particular instance. But overall, it gives you a similar feel to the previous one. You do have the ability to write in color, and I'm sure there's some more features that are baked into this new model outside of the increased dimensions, the refined design, giving you that aesthetic to be more like an iPad or whatnot. Probably even have some better battery life. I'll post that on the screen. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and draw something. Let's see. So, well, I'm clearly no artist, as you can see, but yeah, this is just an initial impression, you know. This is, you know, it's always been solid, at least with my previous experience writing on reMarkable, the reMarkable 2 tablet, and you know, that carries over into this tablet. It's a similar experience, so you won't be let down there. I'm gonna go ahead and slide it into this case just to demonstrate how it connects. Should just be able to lay it in there. Yep, it clicks to the magnet points, and then boom, it just closes in like that, and I shouldn't have to worry about that front flap coming off because there's also magnets on the front. So sweet. It's smooth, it's solid, it's nice. Also like how it easily folds backwards. So if you want it to, you know, keep that book like that, you just want it to take it off of the front and rotate it to hold it in a book style. You still have that ability, and that's pretty comfortable to hold. There's not any resistance here from the case being folded in this position. But the feature that I really like about this tablet that they solved is the fact that with the marker on the previous tablet, if you stored it in a book bag or something like this, you ran into the issue of 9 times out of 10 times your pen would fall off in your book bag, or you might even lose your pen somewhere because of how unsecure this was when carrying it around with your tablet. But baked into the design of this new Fabric Folio, whether you get the fabric one or the leather versions or the type folio, you have the ability to lock in that pen with this mechanism right here. So if I just do this, you get to easily lock in that pin right there, and I think that's super smart, and I do like that feature. I wish they would have come out with the case for the previous one that included that feature, but that's currently not available. But super sick, and I appreciate reMarkable for listening to the feedback that many people gave regarding that functionality. So another feature that they baked into this reMarkable 3 tablet is, you'll notice if you come over here to the top right hand corner, you have the ability to adjust the brightness. And that's because this panel, unlike the previous reMarkable 2 version, is actually backlit. So you'll notice if I swipe all the way up, the screen gets brighter, which means if I was to turn off the lights, we're still able to see this screen and write and see it in the dark. So I will admit that's pretty dope, and for the people that want to take advantage of it, that feature is there. But I must admit, in my use case, I don't necessarily do too much writing in the dark, nor do I need to. And it's important to realize that turning on that feature and increasing the brightness of the display is going to contribute to the battery draining on this tablet a lot faster than if you were to just leave it turned off or not have that feature installed at all. So far this is a pretty solid looking device. I'm curious if this is a fingerprint scanner right here. It's probably not, because I think that was also on the last version. But yeah, it would take some more playing around with this. I'll post the specs and the differences of this tablet on the screen for your visibility. But one gripe that I do have with this in comparison to the previous reMarkable that they have out there, the reMarkable 2, is the weight difference. Like, they made the previous version incredibly light, and there is a noticeable weight difference when you're holding this reMarkable 2 tablet. I guess one of the biggest trade-offs you want to consider is the extra vertical real estate that you get with the reMarkable 3 tablet and the ability to write in color worth the upgrade. To be determined. In my case, I still like the reMarkable 2, and it's been holding up for what I need. Writing in color, that would have just been an added perk, but that's something I can live without, and I still enjoy the distraction-free nature of this device. But until next time, I'll do some more exploring with this device to see what all features come baked in that are different and not available on the previous version, and get back to you. Hope you found this video helpful. If you're curious at all at checking out any of the products in this video, I'll have affiliate links in the description. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button, consider subscribing to the channel to stay tuned for future videos. As always, thanks for viewing, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.